Let me sit down. You're such a weird doggo. You're such a weird doggo. What are you doing, dude? I'm gonna get my reference pictures. Wake up. Yo, Fopso. I'm looking for my reference pictures. I'm not finding what I want. I might have to make it up as I go along. Did you go home yet? I'm gonna have to make it up because everything that I'm finding is way too cheesy. Yeah, I figured. glad you got rest, dude. Wait, where did my reference picture for the other one go? I lost it. There it is. Drive safe. Dog, what's going on? What? Don't look at me like that. Silly doggo. Yes, that's the microphone. You can sniff that all you want. It's not going to give you treats. What are you doing, pupper? Come here, bud. You good boy. Yeah, doggo is here. His head is just on my lap. If it's not the cat, it's the dog. Good boy. Come here, bud. Why are you browsing the desktop? There's nothing there for you. What are you doing? You're gonna... You're gonna trigger the kitty to move. He does want to tell you about his day. His day has been being ignored, except it's not. What are you doing, pupper? I'm gonna try to draw and then, yep, there you go. Why are you... Dog. I can't use my... No, go away. I can't use my pencil when you're doing this. I keep trying to put it to the tablet. No, get out of here. I keep trying to put it to the tablet and he keeps trying to eat my hand. He's crazy. I sent you a picture of what he's doing. He's such a crazy little dog. I love him, but he's a nut. Okay, back to reference pictures. Nope, that's doggo picture. Reference picture. Need to find. I'm also looking up things like how to do stuff in Procreate as I go along because I have no idea what I'm doing. Procreate. See, like I can do what I want to do in Photoshop, but I don't use Procreate. Is there... He's a silly doggo. Hey, Astra. No, you don't want that. Why is it so hard just to find the basic information of what I want to do? I has been booped. Is it under... This is not shapes, is it? No, these are all brushes. I don't know where I'm going. Add. We don't want that. Canvas. We don't want that. Adjustments. We don't want that. Birthday boops. Child is not going to be home for many hours. Like 3 hours or more. Guess I'm going to have to look at a YouTube video. Is it really that simple? Oh, let's try it. We're on a layer. Are we sketching? We're sketching. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Wah, 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 wah. That's more square than rectangle. Yeah, child is going to be home around 2:30 probably. It's not the worst. Bum, 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 bum. That's kind of what I'm looking for. We can work with that. I just don't... I don't know what I'm doing. Oops. So forgive me while I figure things out. That's roughly what I want. What are you doing, dog? Why are you scratching my chair? Oh, you got your toy. You silly doggo. You silly doggo. Such a silly pupper. Okay, back to my reference image. I'll put another layer, because I can never have too many layers. Oh, I was going to do also color palette. Create new palette. No, I don't want you there. Y'all, I really don't know what I'm doing. We want a black. No, we want it there. be a good start. I can adjust it from there. I'm trying not to use my arm too much today. I have to make a cake for the child. And I'm trying to like not hurt myself too much. Boom, boom, boom. It's very hard to work for yourself when you have friends that are like just as chatty as you are. That's not dark enough. Maybe dark. That's better. Are we on the right? We are on the right layer. I want to try to get something at least partially rendered done before the convention. Like maybe something a little bit different from what I've been drawing already. Ooh, that sounds good. Like ramen noodles or just noodles? Oh, I see what's going on here. I picked the wrong color. Let's go back to my sketching color. That's why it was so dark. Maybe I didn't need my sketching color after all. Put it there. Ramen. Ramen is so good. That's a little too... Oh, we'll just resketch it. You gonna go hunting for coins again? Trust the process. I have a hard time trusting the process. Oh, the movie? Yeah, I've seen it a long time ago. I think it depends on who you ask whether or not it's scary. I went back to kind of look at it to see if that was something that my kids would want to watch, and I think they would, but I think it might be a little too scary still for. Oddly enough, for my older daughter, even though she's going to be 13. Like, it's not that it's scary to her, but some of the concepts in it are a little bit tough. She doesn't do very well with like mind control things. And like things that deviate from what you expect. I don't know if I'm trusting this process. Shrimp on your head. I'm trusting the process a little bit more now. Hey, how are ya? You got scammed. I asked her what happened. Did you get scammed for engagement? Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm gonna try to fully render, or at least a little bit. Astra, you found one. You get the fireworks. Oops, no. Give me my sketching color back. I'm trying to use my phone for reference, but then my friends keep messaging at the same time, and it's been tricky. Hello, Astra. Rooney, you too? My computer's getting noisy. I'm still not used to the fireworks sounds. Rooney, I thought you were driving home. I'm not sure what to do with it here. I don't like it like that. We're going to take artistic liberties. Oh, you are home. Well, welcome home. Yes, Astra. Save coins for other people too. I don't know when Rooney's going to stream next. I usually send coins right back. She's looking kind of cute. I might not be the worst artist out there. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. What's the OO for? Just making faces? Making faces, making foxy faces. Put a paper bag over what? Over Shiver? It's my attempt at drawing Shiver from Splatoon 3 for her Halloween costume. I'm gonna give her Team Zombie colors though. Maybe. We'll see if I get to, if I actually get to rendering anything. No, no paper bag. Why? Why the Shiver hate? I think she's adorable. And relatable. Why not? I know you don't like, but why not? Fry with her big old forehead. That's okay. I like big foreheads too. I'm actually a very big man fan. Somebody on Reddit said moms love Big Man, and they're not wrong. Big Man is adorable. And I bet he gives really good hugs. I feel like like I really want her teeths, but I don't like how it looks. We'll trust the process for a little bit more, and we'll see if we change our mind. I love how all the little squids have their little teeths. I am a sucker for a good fang on the little. Never mind. They're cute. I don't know. Maybe that's just like a kind of a throwback to the the furry days. Hey, thank you. The tappy taps. I love tappy taps. I love receiving tappy taps, and I love sharing tappy taps. Technically squid beaks, huh? Do you really think so? Is there lore that I'm not familiar with? I'm vaguely familiar with, like, if it's in the Splatoon 3 story mode, I'm familiar with that. But if it's something from the other games, or it's something that's outside of the games, like from art books or whatever, I'm probably not gonna be very familiar with it. I think she's a cutie. Just a squid beak. I don't know, like, from reality. Squid beak. I don't know that I agree with that, but maybe. No, but how is it gonna be okay, so how is it gonna be a squid beak if some of them have like 3 or 4 little fangs? It's a fang. It doesn't matter if it's squid beak or not. It's a fang. And it's heckin' adorable, dude. I love it. Like, you know how they have those sketches of like cats with the little fang hanging out even if their mouth is closed? I'm a sucker for that. So stinking cute. I love fangs. Fry can have a squid beak and Shiver can have fangs, and then we're both happy. Sometimes it's hard for me to decipher what you mean by the faces. Because a lot of times they can go either way, or 5 different ways. How dare what? I need to get something that puts comments like right in front of me while I'm working. Because I look at my page and then I look back up. I think Fopso needs to invest in a sketchbook and some time at like a Starbucks or something. When you have times where you don't want to go home, go chill and draw. used to do that when my younger dude was in preschool. He was in school for like 2.5 hours, and it was all the way across town. And I didn't want to go like all the way across town and then go home and then have to leave like an hour later and go back and pick him up. So I just took my sketchbook and hung out at a coffee shop. Yeah, that's fair. Does your new car have a seat heater? Seat heaters are amazing. Sometimes when I get home, I just sit in the car with that seat heater on and I just I don't go anywhere. It's like a giant hugging heating pad on my back. I think she's a cutie. Oh, who texted me? Oh. Mm. Have autistic vibrations going on over on Discord. Oh man. I love my friends. I love my friends so much. Can't believe you told me to put a paper bag over her head. How dare you? It's not her Halloween costume. I'm gonna try to play the funny squid game later today. I don't know if it'll work. I don't think I'm gonna get too much more done on this today though. geared to render. I don't know what to have for lunch. I think Astra's noodles sound good. Have some ramen. Oops. Did not mean to erase her ear. We're gonna have Chinese food for dinner, so maybe ramen's not the best idea. This kiddo wants Chinese for her dinner for birthday. She came out of her room at 5:30 in the morning, and I was barely even awake. Walking down the hallway to the bathroom, and she's just like, "Guess what day it is?" And I said, "You're not 13 until it's 8:30." I go back to bed. No, 5:30 is too late to go back to bed. Yay! Save those coins and give them to other friendos. I really don't need to clean it up this much, but I'm procrastinating. I came back to my artwork after years of being away from it, and then I was mad that I ever stepped away because I've been a decent artist. Not great, not terrible, but I lost a lot of years of practice because I didn't think I was good at it. I was fine. are you doing today? Oops, too far. I'm procrastinating. I don't want to. I want to render, but I don't want to render. I don't want to do it in front of people because I'm going to screw it up. But that's okay. Oh yeah, definitely still sore. Not as bad as it was first thing this morning. Like, I couldn't even lift my arm this morning. It was really bad first thing. The more that I've moved around and I caffeinated, I think that helped. But like the more that I've moved my arm and just done stuff, the better it's gotten. More blood flow. But like this morning, my left arm or my right arm, the one where I had the pneumonia shot, she told me it might hurt, that it might be bad for a couple of days. And I, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to put it in your right arm when that's your dominant, but my kids always, for some reason, always will take their finger and frickin' poke me in the left arm. And so I was like, no, we'll do the other ones there. Those ones don't hurt as much. But the one on the right arm has been like the whole make it swell up and you feel like you're buff, kind of. Ew. How are you?
I'm good. I kind of want a burger.
I know you want a burger. I kind of want a burger too, but at the same time, Chinese food. Although we could just get it for her.
Yeah, I'll pass on Chinese over burger. Plus, I'd rather eat big at lunch than dinner.
I agree.
I don't really enjoy eating big at dinner.
I agree. It's because we don't stay up until 1 in the morning anymore.
I mean, I was up till 1:30 last
Well,
night.
you were. Yes, Mr. Foxy. Foxy on tea. Look what I made.
Oh, that's cute.
It is cute. Rooney wants me to put a paper bag over her head.
What? Why?
Because he likes big foreheads better than Shiver. That's okay. I think Shiver's a cutie. Chloe's hanging out too.
Oh.
And Astra's around here somewhere. Oh, Marie? I don't like Marie at all. I don't know why. I don't like her. Big man is where it's at.
Beat him by shoving fish up his nose.
What?
Remember at SeaWorld, they tell you you gotta find the mouth underneath.
The cow nose stingrays.
Yes, people would always try to give the food to the
They
nose.
stick the shrimp in their nose.
It's not my mouth.
It's a bottom feeder. the, the mob boss. I like her character. Like, I like her personality, but I don't like her design. I don't know why. There's just something about her design I don't like. Oh, settle an argument for us. Are they fangs or are they squid beaks?
Oh, I mean,
Now he's gonna overthink it.
no, I've kind of thought about this before.
Hey,
I
Kat,
guess,
you've thought about this before.
yeah, because they only look like they have 3 teeth, and it, like, I don't know if it was an artistic choice where they didn't want to draw the lines between the teeth, Or if they
they do. They have a full row of teeth and then like a fang every now and then.
But it looks like a straight white thing, like a mouth guard.
Your mom looks like a straight white like a mouth guard.
Your mom's a bottom feeder.
Your
dog's
Help.
a bottom feeder.
It's a fang. We settled on Fry has the squid beaks and Shiver has the fangs, and then we're all happy. You've thought about it before.
Yeah, because I looked at their mouth and I was like, is that supposed to be teeth or what? And I don't know, I just leave it alone.
I would say it's not that deep, but they go really all out on the Splatoon lore, so it probably is somehow that deep.
Someone made an artistic choice. I mean, you can turn to goop at will, right? So.
Well, you know, it is what it is. Mama wants a burger.
Your dog wants a burger.
The
too.
dog would absolutely love a burger. He keeps trying to steal the cat food on his way out the door.
Do you want normal fries or steak fries?
Oh no, no steak fries. I would explode. You get your steak fries. They do have beaks, but they also don't, they're not in human form. They're like somewhere in between.
Here's a different way of thinking of it.
If you want a burger from Mr. Foxy, you'd have to drive like 18 hours.
Here's a different way to think of this argument.
Yeah.
They have lips, clearly. Does it make sense to have a beak under lips? That's just weird.
So then is it a beak or no? I don't know. I mean, with her lipstick, it kind of looks like she has a squid beak and teeth. Or do they have little they have serrated beaks, don't they? Like, so maybe it is both at once. I don't know. These are deep thoughts with deep cut on Foxy's stream this morning.
It's a sarlacc pit in their
No!
mouth.
Does that mean their food sits in there for 1,000 years? Sarlacc pit. Your mom's a sarlacc.
I was just thinking to myself, when you get splatted and they make the sad noise and their
Yeah.
clothes are floating there, maybe their last meal would be floating there too. Pizza.
I can't with you. Be gone. Bring me burger.
Have a dog.
Yeah, the dog has been all up in my business all morning. Hi, see? Here he is again. What are you doing? No, there's one on each side now. No.
Bring you burger.
Okay.
Do you need a fountain?
I definitely do not need another soda because I've already had 2 today and I haven't drank much water and I'm gonna keel over. I'm gonna drink water because it's good for me. Your body needs it. Wishes to give comments? I mean, give comments. Whether here or on Discord, it's your choice. Oh my goodness. There's never a dull moment. I was supposed to have everybody go out of the house and leave me alone on Monday, and that didn't happen. Because we found out that the younger dude has been sneaking screen time in the middle of the night. Like, he uses an old phone for music, the Nintendo Music app. Because he likes to fall asleep to Pikmin music, which is fine. But then he would wake up in the middle of the night and start either browsing the music or browsing the Play Store, which couldn't be blocked. And so we had to crack down on that. But he was up so late Sunday night for so long on Sunday night that he had to just stay home because he didn't wake up until like well after the others had left the house. He's gonna be one to watch because he's so unassuming and he's so sweet, but he's very sneaky. Very sneaky. Like, my older thinks that she's sneaky, but she's not. She gets so mad when I know what's going on, and I've known what's going on. But my little dude, he genuinely is pretty sneaky. I'm gonna leave that eye there. Because I'm gonna finish filling in those eyeballs. I know there are so many other ways that I can do this, but I'm just chilling. You know what I did when I was that age? No, it was probably my daughter's age. We had, I'm so old. We had one of those, it was like a handheld television with a long antenna that would come off of it. And I would sneak in my room and watch X-Files late at night. Because my parents didn't want me to watch that show. I watched it all the way through a couple years ago. It was probably about 10 years ago that I watched it all the way through. And, like, it really wouldn't have been that bad. I don't know why they didn't like it, but they didn't. Playing DS late at night. Decade difference hurts. Some guy, a video came across my feed yesterday, and he was complaining. He like showed a screenshot from some X battles, and he's like, "These people, blah blah blah." He's calling them out, and I'm like, "It looks like a child got their parents' account and was sneaking a game at night." You're not old. I'm old. Are child. No, not child. There's just like, so Bestie's a 10-year difference too, and there's a lot that comes up when I'm talking with them that it's just like, wow, that 10 years really did make a difference in childhood experiences. Because, like, you guys had Game Boy Color and Nintendo DS, but we had to buy our own Game Boy Colors and Nintendo DSs. I wasn't even allowed to have a Game Boy. My family we had to share it between 3 siblings, the Sega Game Gear. And the games on that were so watered down. Like, I was super excited to finally have some kind of a Sega console, but the games were not it.
There are more things on the phone that nobody asked for. So the first time I told her, my call didn't connect. I heard her, but she couldn't hear me.
Okay.
And I'm noticing a difference here. Phone icon, HD. And there was an HD the first time and a phone the second time.
Huh. I don't know. Is it trying to use Wi-Fi somehow?
I mean, It's on Wi-Fi. It's VoIP, but I just don't know why there's an H. I mean, usually HD is high definition, but why does anyone use an HD phone call?
So you can hear people yelling at you in high definition.
Yes.
So you can place your order in high definition.
So I can hear very clearly how not good their speaker is.
Yes, that. You can watch TV on the Game Gear. Naughty desk, huh? We used it on road trips. There was no watching TV on road trips on an antenna.
I think I actually might have a TV cartridge for a Game Gear in the garage somewhere.
You have a TV cartridge for the Game Gear in the garage?
I think I might. I don't remember.
Yeah, apparently we have one in the garage. Do we even have a Game Gear still?
Yeah, you didn't want to get rid of it.
I didn't want to get rid of it for the nostalgia. I bet it doesn't even work.
It's in one of those applesauce couch boxes somewhere. It might be in this closet, I think.
Ah, yes, my childhood. I remember because my parents didn't want to buy all the consoles, and so we had the NES and the Super NES, and they wouldn't buy Sega anything, and so we got our fix with Sonic by playing it at the toy store in the demo. Aw, man, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I think the one that we have was when my parents separated. We helped my mom clean out a lot of stuff, and we probably nabbed it then. I don't know how we ended up with it, or if it is ours. That's rude. See, that's why I said earlier, like, I'm doing my heckin' best not to screw up our kids, because that stuff sticks with you. And there are certainly times where I would love to throw everything out the window and just be like, nope, you have nothing, child. But that's not going to do anything. It's just going to cause more hurt. We don't need more hurt. I really want to leave her eye going through her hair all anime style, but I know that if I'm going to try to render it, it's not going to work. I'll just leave it there in the sketch because it's kind of cool. I will erase this part though. I don't understand why people do that. We had some neighbors that did that sort of thing long ago. Like, there's still value to it, whether sentimental or monetary. Excuse my burp, I just drank a lot of water. I never had a Nintendo 64. That was another one that was like in that sweet spot with like high school / college, where I didn't have disposable income, so I couldn't just buy my own. That's really weird. A thing against cables. I mean, I have a thing against cables too, because they're always frickin' everywhere. Oh, you saw the picture with the dog? There are cables all over my desk. But you're supposed to, like, stash them in a box and never need them again, and then when you finally need it, it's been thrown away. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, send her the picture of my desk. She'll be so scared she won't touch yours. Alright, bye. Might need to spend some time watching videos on how to render stuff in Procreate, because I've not I've not done any of it. I know the best way is to just do it, but I don't know. She's heckin' cute. I don't care if you don't like her. She's pretty freaking cute. Like, I'm proud of that one, dude. I wish you could find your way to a different living situation. But I know that wishes don't really, they're not productive. Aw, Fopso. Like, you don't even have figurines? Stepping 5 feet into my house, your mom would probably have a stroke. I'm gonna save this as a PNG. We're just gonna save it. Like, this is the reason why I just want to be everyone's mom. I would adopt everybody of every age and just be like, no, you can do what you need for your mental health. You can do what you need for what you want. Like, there's no reason to not want those things. Like, in public parts of the house, I can understand it. It makes a little bit of sense. But, like, my kids, I don't care if they've got posters. I don't care if they have figurines or plush or whatever. I've got posters and plush and figurines in my room. I have, man, my whole freaking, my office. I designed my office to resemble the room of the main character in Miraculous Ladybug. Because I can. Because, like, it's cute. And, aw, dude, I'm sorry. Wish I could help get you out of there. That's not fair. Alright, let's make a new layer. No, I don't want a group. Like, what do they expect when you're talking to friends? Or are they also the types of people that don't believe that internet friends are friends. So, probably about a year ago at my church, they had a guest speaker who was also the speaker this past Sunday. We're only watching it online, and we actually turned it off because he was so full of crap. But last year, he slipped, like, there's a lot of super right-wing dog whistles from this guy. And because I was raised super conservative by my mom, I recognize a lot of it. And, like, he made this stupid comment that if you're only watching church online, then it's less than life support. And, like, I understand he wanted to emphasize the need for in-person connection with people, and I get that. But the problem is that in-person connection is not necessary or even important for everybody. A lot of people really can't have it for one reason or another. Maybe they're disabled and they can't leave the house. And so, like, you're really going to poo-poo all over them for not being able to leave the house? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, when he said that, my pastor got a very long, strongly worded letter that was not mean. It was respectful. But I wrote a whole frickin' essay on how internet people are real people, and just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not valid, and the significance even within the spiritual community, because some of my earliest internet friends were people that I connected with through a Christian band website, and like our friendship was so solid and our spiritual support for one another was so solid and had nothing to do with being physically present. Like, how dare you think that distance is bigger than God? I just yeah, no, internet friends are 100% valid. In fact, I feel a lot more well, I'm old now, so I don't really give a crap anymore, but I feel more myself online than I do in person a lot of the time. Then I realized that it's because I'm autistic and I was masking in person, and we fixed that real quick. It only took a couple of years to turn it around. I think I'm done fiddling around now. I think it's coming out really cute. I'm sorry, dude. I'm at the point now where, honestly though, like, unmasking socially in person has ended up finding me my people in person. Like, we're kind of the middle of nowhere too. We're the middle of nowhere. So we're in a small town, but it's like 30 minutes in either direction to get to a larger city. And those large cities are not very big. New Hampshire is a very teeny little place. But even within the small town community, I just, like, I don't hide my weird anymore. And when I go to the markets and stuff, when I work at the markets, and then I have people come up and they can detect the weird, and you end up becoming friends with them. And that's how, part of how I met Chloe. I don't know if she's still hanging out in here. I don't think she is. Yeah, it's hard when there's established groups. I don't know, I find it easier with like solo stuff. You know, and you know what's worked for me? You're gonna think this is so stupid. But I will also go so far as to say that I recognize that this is probably female presenting privilege. Um, but I've gotten to the point now where if somebody matches my vibe in just the right way, I will literally walk up to them and be like, "I like you. I'm gonna sit next to you," and then like that's it, and then we're friends. It's like you're 5 years old all over again. I think that probably works a little easier for girls than boys, though. I know it's hard to put yourself out there. Yeah. Well, then they're not the right flavor. I know that doesn't help things, like that doesn't help the feeling of it, but that means they're not the right flavor. They couldn't handle you at your most autistic. But my friend Rue, that's the one that was streaming with me. The art the other day. Like that's literally how we became friends. their their kid is in the same class as my kid. Well, not this year, but that's how they met. They were like best friends. And those two kids look alike, they sound alike, they act alike. They're like pretty much the same kid. And I think I mentioned before, like we met at a birthday party for one of their mutual friends, and I literally was like, "Yep, you're the right vibe. I'm gonna sit by you." And we like started talking through the whole movie because it was at a private movie theater rental thingy. We started talking during the movie, and we haven't stopped since. That's only happened to me a handful of times. And it is so glorious when it does. I think the hardest part is just putting yourself out there, though, because it also kind of opens you up for the potential for rejection, and my rejection sensitivity is freaking off the charts. What do you need, doggo? Don't talk to me like that. Why are you tapping the... No, don't tap the keyboard. You don't need that. I think rejection sensitivity is, like, not talked about enough. It's heckin' hard. And when I started learning about all sorts of neurodivergent stuff, and I learned that rejection sensitivity was a thing, I was like, oh boy, that makes all the sense. All the sense in the world. I love how it's coming out. I don't love that. We'll redo that. There we go. Nope, don't like that either. I think I'm gonna wrap this up here in just a minute because my burger will be here soon. back. I'll give squids a try. That's an internalized reaction thanks to parents that are way too overbearing. And that's a huge part of what I'm actually working with my older kiddo on. Because her first instinct is to run away when she feels like she did something wrong. And it's really hard to work against that. It is so hard to fight against that. But that's also why there have been times where I've messaged you directly and like I straight up say, this is autistic communication. I need you to understand. Like, this is what happened. This isn't a problem. Like, between the inside joke that is perfection. Like, that's why I went so far as to like clarify and talk things through, because I know how it feels. Oh, I see Bestie joined. Bestie, look what I made. Look what I heckin' made. I made it. Like, I would rather have the direct communication, because the number of times where I feel like I do something wrong socially and then I'm thinking about it over and over and over again, and when it would have helped to just have somebody say, hey, look, I recognize that this was a thing that happened, but it's not a big deal for this reason. And sometimes the biggest thing is just learning that somebody is laughing at something you said and not at you, because that rejection sensitivity again like really kicks in super hard. Dog, what are you doing? And like the more I learn about autistic communication, the more I try to integrate it. Excuse my burp. That was water. What? I don't understand. What did you just send me? I don't even remember reposting that. I'm so heckin' happy with it. It looks better than a lot of the stuff that I've drawn. But I keep adding detail in Sketch, and I don't want to render it. I will. Just not right now. Hey, Bestie, who's your favorite? Ooh, they're autistic enough to ask the question, too, about the teeth. I don't even remember reposting it. I don't, because I repost way too much stuff. And for that I am sorry. Let's make a new layer. Sorry, not sorry. New. Also, you don't count as not understanding, because you're part of the same brain collective. That looks so freaky. We gotta get rid of that excess. Right now. Right meow. going to be none of it left here. Yep, all of it's gone. We'll leave a shadow of it. No, we won't. That looks stupid. That looks really stupid. Dog, what are you eating? There, now I'm not as... Marina is your wife, huh? That tracks. That tracks. I was telling them that moms love big man. Because moms do love big man. You're basically Pearl. Chaotic little gremlin? Yes. Yes. You absolutely... Yes. So the other question then, are they teeth like fangs, or are they squid beaks? That is the question of the day. I think we need to... We'll color that in. We'll come back to it. Squid beaks or teeth? And apparently this is something that Mr. Foxy has thought about without telling me. I don't know if it's like the thing that comes up at 4 a.m. and he's like, on my way back from the bathroom, is it a squid beak or is it teeth? Well, you see. Well, not just animal autism research, but then also Splatoon lore. Because, like, what determines which characteristics carried through into the sentient cephalopods? That is the question, isn't it? See that? Once again, you're listening to Deep Thoughts with Deep Cut. Also, Rooney, you are not the only one that sings along with instrumental music. No, we don't want any ads. I did not ask for that. I did not consent to this. Let's mute that. Did not consent. We're going to skip that ad. Here we go. Bestie's going to take this question seriously, and they will stay awake to figure it out. Do I want to... Not that way, the other way. See, and this is where I was going, okay? I was like, are squid beaks serrated? Do they have tiny little teeth on the beaks? Maybe it is both. Maybe it is both. Heyo. I have to tell my friends I gotta go. But Ash just got here and is helping us figure out squid beak versus teeth. I don't want to save an exit. I want to stay here with my friends. No, I'll be back on later. Are we playing Splat 1 or... Not Splat 1. Splat 2 or Splat 3 today? That is the question. I wish we could play Splat 1. I do not have the capability of playing Splat 1. You guys want to play 2? Bestie, come back for 2 later on. Moray Towers. Oh, I can pop open. I'm going to need to charge my phone because I've been using it for my reference images. Because I got comments going on the PC, and I've got my doodling going on over here, and I've got... Let's see, what's in the rotation? I'm going to go eat my lunch, and then I'll be back on stages. What time is it? Oh, it's Moray Towers right now, actually. Until map change. Heckin' Moray Towers. So I should go and eat my lunch so we can play some Splat 2 before my children get home. Cast on Moray Towers. You lost all of your data on 2? Oh man, I'm sorry. Oops, that's too big. Alright, let me go smash a burger. I'm gonna smash a burger.
Hopefully this power supply works.
Ah, she's heckin' cute. You found another power supply at the dump?
Yep. Supernova 750.
Well then.
We'll see.
I will come back and not fully render it tomorrow, but I'll work on rendering it tomorrow. That's where I'm going to leave it for now. I'm telling my friends that I'm going to go. I'm going to go so I can come back and play Moray Towers before 2 o'clock. Because I also have a feeling that if I try to play that with my child around, I got to make a cake. Heck.
Oh, what is this?
I don't know. Oh, by the way, here, let me... Ouch. Oh, hand you this. This doesn't work.
Doesn't?
No.
I wonder if it has a different purpose.
I don't know. It didn't work for what we thought. All right. Friendos with friend privileges can message me on Discord or wherever. Otherwise, I'll be back in a little bit. I don't know when I'm going to make that cake. I might have to leave early so I can make a cake. Thank you. I'm actually about to turn it off for right now. We're going to play some games in a little bit. But if you want to remember my stuff, click follow if you didn't already, because I'm going to turn it off. I have to go eat my lunch. Yeah, well, I'll be back soon. Give me 20 minutes, 30 minutes to eat lunch real quick, and then we'll be back for some Splat 2. And my other friendos, thank you for keeping me company. Feel free to message through Discord. And we'll keep hanging out.